I don't know if the King James onlyists know that the ESV Bible talks about fasting in over 40 places. It could be more. But because one verse in Matthew is believed to not be original and is omitted, therefore it's some big plan of Satan to try to stop you from fasting. And look, I grew up King James only. I said this exact same stuff to my friends. But what you have to realize is once you get outside of your King James only echo chamber, there's no one, no scholar that believes what you are saying because evidence doesn't support it.
You have to understand how Satan works. No, of course, he's not going to remove every reference to fasting. He puts a little bit of poison in with the truth, just enough poison to cause doubt and confusion. The passage that he is referencing is Matthew 17:21. As you can see, it's completely removed out of several Bible versions. And then the parallel passage in Mark 9:29, they don't remove the entire verse, but they remove the word fasting in many of these versions here, as you can see. Now, why would they remove the word fasting? Well, let's see. Satan knows that there is a demonic force that can only be stopped by prayer and fasting. So no, Satan doesn't remove every reference to fasting, but he takes out little bits and he changes God's word just a little bit. You see, Jesus said, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." Words are important. Oh yeah, and these other Bibles also took out that part that says every word. They removed that part. I wonder why. You remember in the Garden of Eden, when Satan was talking to Eve, he didn't fully lie to her. He questioned. He said, "Yea, hath God said." When Satan told Eve, "Yea, hath God said, ye shall surely die." Now, there's a little bit of truth in there. They didn't drop dead when they ate of the fruit, but the spiritual process of death started to take place. And he said, "Ye shall be as gods. Ye shall know the difference between good and evil." And the truth part was that they knew what good and evil was. The lie was that they would be like gods. So Christian, hear me very carefully, please. I beg of you. I am a King James onlyist, not out of ignorance, not because I haven't studied, not because I don't know. I'm a King James onlyist because of manuscript evidence. When you study the manuscripts, the original manuscripts that the King James Bible came from versus what the ESV, the NIV, all these other Bible versions came from, you see that there has been throughout history an attempt by Satan to destroy God's word. And yes, there are plenty of scholars that agree with the King James only stance. If you want to see some of them, I highly recommend watching the YouTube documentary series. The first one's Lamp in the Dark. The second one is called Tares Among the Wheat. And the third one is called Bridge to Babylon. Watch these videos if you want the truth on why King James onlyists stand by the King James Bible.